Hearthrug Media TV, and I'm standing, and these guys are sitting from TV. Can you guys introduce yourselves to the camera? Tell us what you play in the band.
I'm Doc, I play lead guitar.
I'm Josh, I sing.
And I'm Camille, and I play drums.
Awesome. So this is your first Warped Tour.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing the whole tour?
Yeah, we are on the whole tour.
Really exciting.
All right, so super pumped. Well, tell me how it's been going for you so far. Have you hit any road bumps yet? Literally or figuratively?
Yeah, I mean, I think we sold out of CDs in Scranton, Pennsylvania, or Maryland. So, yeah, that's a good thing, but it's also like a bad thing because we had to go a couple of days without any CDs to sell. So we were like, oh my God, what do we do?
Right now,
that was kind of crazy.
Right now we're out of posters.
Now we're out of posters, so
which
we
is
can't hang out
good
our
once
set
again,
time.
but also bad because we can't poster around our set time or anything.
And yeah, but I mean, things have been great. Things have been really fantastic.
Has there been a date thus far that's been your favorite date?
I mean, there's been a lot of really great dates. I think, like, I have to just say, like, the New York show, because it was like our home show, was like absolutely incredible. But also, you know, places like San Francisco, Dallas, Pittsburgh, Toronto was like really cool because we'd never been to Toronto. It was like really awesome. So that was great.
So what's your main goal out here? Is there something specifically you want to accomplish? Like, are you like, let's sell this many CDs, or?
I mean, I think our main goal is just to do our thing and like be TV and kind of just get what we're doing out to kids. And we've been lucky enough to be on the whole tour, and we're just doing our thing and really trying to get the word out, get the music out to as many people as we possibly can. But it's just an incredible experience to be able to be here and do that.
So, and you guys are from New York City, or at least around there, but New York City is such I imagine, a hard place for a band like you guys to really kind of make a local following. So what did you guys do? Did you, like, go out in the suburbs and play shows? Like, how did you...
Well, I mean, no, not at all. I mean, we've only played 2 times on Long Island, and that's including the Warped Tour show, which was the other day. I mean, we're a New York City band. Like, we came up, we came out of, like, New York indie kind of scene. So, like, we did residencies at Pianos and played Mercury Lounge, Bowery Bar, and Marlins Grocery. You know, did the whole, did the whole thing. And I think there is a lot. The problem with New York is that there's so many bands, so you have to kind of like separate yourself. But I think the type of band that we are really we just kind of stood out a little bit from a lot of the other stuff that was going on, and that was kind of like what helped us to get our feet, get
Do you think that being like New Yorkers helped influence your sound in any way?
Oh, completely.
Really? Tell me about that.
I think New York is probably like one of the biggest influences on the band, just because our music, especially like the first EP and even the second EP, there's a lot of references to life in the city. But, you know, there's being young and living in the city comes with a lot of like emotions and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of what we channeled into the making of, especially the first EP, and also being surrounded by so many musicians and so many different types of music. It helped us to draw a bunch of different influences, not just kind of like one sound here, one sound there. It was kind of like a whole melting pot, which it is.
And that's what New York City is. It's a melting pot.
Yeah.
So the thing I like about you guys is that I think that you're one of the bigger buzz bands on the tour. Everyone's like, it's TV, we gotta check them out. So can you give us some insight into what's in the future for your band?
Well, we're gonna just keep touring. We love touring, and we're gonna be probably do another U.S. tour, and hopefully get over to the UK, and then start working on either a full album or just writing more songs. But we're full steam ahead. Like, Warped Tour is just kind of starting what's going on with us, for sure.
That's really good to hear. So are there any bands on the tour that you've been personally really excited to check out? out. Like me personally, I love POS. Check them out like every day. So what about you guys? Is there someone on the tour that you've been following? And you're like, yes. I'm so
I think our
pumped to be
favorite
part
band
of
on the tour is this band Tat from London. Watched them this morning. Seen them many
Yeah, I try to watch
times.
them as much as we can.
They're amazing. They're like definitely one of the best, coolest bands on the tour by far. But it's also cool to see like, you know, bands that are like, you know, we look up to, especially when we were younger, like NoFX and Less Than Jake and Bad Religion,
Yeah,
bands like
absolutely.
that, and Anti-Flag. Anti-Flag did just Clash songs today, right?
I think I heard
But
that.
they did a whole
hear
bunch of
that.
Clash songs, and that was like
Something about Clash
awesome.
today.
That was sick.
Have you guys gotten starstruck at all on the tour?
Only kind of when I was like talking to El Jefe.
Really?
Yeah, just because I'm like, I mean, NoFX is like was the biggest influence on me when I was younger.
Yeah.
And like there's a lot of stuff that like growing up on that band, that's the reason why I'm in a band. So it's like kind of, I mean, it's weird no matter how you try and say it's not. Like it's crazy to be on a tour with like a band like that.
What about you guys? Any starstruck moments
I
yet?
don't know, like starstruck moments. It's just cool to be like, cool to chill, like, and like, you know, bands that like, you know, it's cool to watch Under Oath every day. Like, I always love like, what they do. And, you know, the beginning of the tour, Thrice was on a bunch of the dates, and I used to love Thrice. You know,
Absolutely. I'm so sad that I missed that.
Under Oath, they kind of get a little starstruck a little bit, even though they're all like amazing, super cool dudes, but they've just done so much, and you know, over like the past few years, it's just hard not to like look up to them. But even our peers, like Tat, like we're super great friends with them now, but every single one of them, especially Tatiana in her own right, you can just tell she's a star. So it's just like super incredible just to like, you know, be one, you know, be kind of like equal.
Absolutely.
That's where
So, since this is your first Warped Tour, you guys are lucky enough to be on a bus. And I'm sure you're very grateful for that.
Oh yeah.
What kind of advice can you give to bands that maybe next year is their first time on Warped Tour and they don't, you know, what's the biggest thing that they should know? Like, stay hydrated, food, like what do they need to know?
Stay hydrated.
Yeah. Just, you know,
Don't worry about not showering
Eat
because you'll
healthy.
survive.
Eat healthy for sure. Eat
Yeah,
as many
yeah.
fruits and vegetables. Eat breakfast
take
every day.
advantage if you're on the tour and you're lucky enough to get catering. Take advantage of that catering because they feed us well. And, you know,
Yeah.
we're so thankful for they give us like nutritious meals, and there's no substitute for that.
It's true.
So-
That's very true.
Yeah, like the thing is like Warped Tour, like you're constantly on the go and you're playing in the heat, which changes so much as far as performance goes. Whether you know, versus a club tour to outside, it's like two completely different worlds. So if you can stay fit and eat healthy and warm up before your performance, it helps tremendously.
The thing is that there is nothing you can do to prepare yourself.
Yeah.
Actually,
There is
now that I think
nothing you
about it.
can, like, you just got to be on it, and then it'll be like, oh wow, like whatever you expect, it's just like whatever you think is gonna, yeah, it's totally different. For way better and for worse. Or whatever.
Yeah, I have a final word. Be thankful for the people behind the scenes. Be thankful for your production people. Be thankful for your stage people because, you know,
Yeah, there's a lot of great people
really,
working.
they're really working hard for you. So,
Absolutely. Camaraderie is really important on this.
That's so true.
Absolutely.
Hey, we're TVTV, and you're watching Heartthrob Media TV.